You're now tuned in to MJMG Presents, right here on Epic TV Media Worldwide.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Philosophy King Denim and your lovely Miss Jackson. Go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself, Miss Jackson.
Hey, it's Miss Jackson here. The first real interview on my platform. Kind of excited. We're bringing a great guest, JASEY Cordeta. Can't wait to see what happens.
For sure, for sure. So he gonna be introducing his record, man. It's straight up off the press. He's gonna give an exclusive right here on MJMG Epic TV Media Worldwide. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and bring him out. Let's go ahead and do that there real quick for the one time. Yo. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Hey, what's really good, yo? What's popping?
Man. First of all, thanks for coming on our show, man. For sure. Appreciate you. Go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about yourself and about the moves that you're making real quick for the one time.
What's popping, world? It's JASEY Cordeta. I'm an artist out of Portland, Oregon, out the West Coast. I got LA roots. I got Bay Area roots. You feel me? But I've been putting it down in Portland for a little minute. You did. It's Big 730 in the building. We got Vamp Life in the building. But I got my own label, Money Militia. And like you said, I got a sneak peek. It's an exclusive drop. That letter to my brother. I did a joint with my relative, FOE Booters. It's called Letter to My Brother. It's straight from the heart. You feel me? Heartfelt music, real pain. You know what I'm saying? But triumphant activity afterwards, you know? So yeah, that's what I came here to drop off. I got some big moves in the works right now. I got the album on the way, November 14th, When the Smoke Clears. I got Fuego Bass on there, Big BSF, Griselda. You feel me? Salute to my nigga. I just spoke with him today. You feel me? I got the family business that we pushing right now, featuring Jim Jones, Capo. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Vamp Life CEO. You feel me? Salute to 730 Pone, Zeke, TKO, Capo, all the family over there at the 730. You know what I'm saying? Big 730. Yeah, so I'm blessed. I feel good to be here.
Already. Thanks for coming on the show for sure. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and get a pretty much give the audience a little bit of flavor of what you're working with. So what we gonna go ahead and go into the video family business, man. You want to go ahead and announce that, brother?
Oh yeah. That family business, man. It's heavy. Big 730, Big Vamp Life, Money Militia, La Familia in the building. Family business. JASEY Cordeta, myself, featuring Jim Jones, Swiggle Mandela, Timmy Hendrix. It's heavy. We shot the video out there in New York, in the Bronx, Harlem, FLK Studio, Empire Studio, Manhattan. All around moving through there. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all my niggas, all my 730 niggas, man. All my Vamp Life niggas, Bird Gang niggas, man. It's up.
Already. Let's go ahead and get into it. JASEY Cordeta, my bad.
Cordeta in the building, man. JASEY Cordeta the Don. We here.
JASEY Cordeta, the Don, you know what I'm saying? Big New York vibes, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Facts. Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Facts. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip. It's lit. Up in this stuck, bitch. She dead. Jump up in this truck, bitch. Hood nigga, and I'm fucking rich. Facts. Jewelry, I ain't tucking shit. No. Got it on me, don't fucking trip. Loaded. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip. Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Fucker. Bag on me, don't fucking trip.
Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Typhoon with the fucking drip. All out, no Celtics jersey. Green and white, that's a double flip. Need a quarantine, I'm dummy sick. Immunity when I run with dips. Black and red like a trailblazer. G's and B's, how we bumming, bitch. Pull a foreign, I'ma drop the top off. Yeah, move wrong, I'ma knock your block off. Baby girl wanna choose a top dog. Cause I'm an authentic, he a fucking knockoff. True. Ain't from Brooklyn, but I ride with Blicky. Get rich or die trying like I'm 50. Yeah. When crackers hate me, I know it's sickening. How I made a movie fresh out of prison. Yeah. What a bitch gon' do ain't been written. So until I die, I'ma keep it pimpin'. It's a cold game. Ice on me on frostbit. Keep a bad bitch like Offset.
Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Facts. Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Facts. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip. It's lit. Up and it's stuck, bitch. Stuck, bitch. She dead. Now jump up in this truck, bitch. Hood nigga, and I'm fucking rich. Facts. Jury, I ain't tucking shit. Got it on me, don't fucking trip. Loaded. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip.
Making money's my middle name. Big chop in that fiddle case. Selling weed on my income tax. Chopper on us like a battle axe. Paper, ram, plastic, yeah, I got some bags on me. On my paper route shit with that money rag on me. My brother in them sticker bushes with a stick, nigga. Leave a nigga stiffer than a stick figure. Money dance when I'm in NY. Bird gang, the way we stay fly. Stay clean, but I'm from the dirt. Fresh like I'm on the way to church. My money talking say you ain't okay. Don't reach for my fucking J. You a white belt, I'm a sensei. Bitch, I been great, you an ingrate. Take heed when a boss talk. I'm connected to the streets like a crosswalk. Swivel.
Bitch, I'm on like Jim Jones. Now I'm on the track with Jim Jones. Play with me, you get sent home. Snuck in the club with my burner. Who is he's unheard of? You play with him, this is a murder. Don't care about no fame, I'm with the gang and we throwing our hood up. You should be ashamed for that little chain, you should go ahead and tuck it up. 4 of them in the cut, they tweaking if you running up. He say he get changed and he getting paid, but he don't look like he counting up. I ride in the Benz, but go to my grandma, used to ride on the 4 bucks. You niggas is lame, you ain't got no game, you niggas is up for extortion. Bitch, I'm a hog, I need it all, I'ma take more than my portion. Bitch, I'm a dog, and I'm a god, pull up in bitches in Porsches. I'm in the club, they showing us love, cause we very important. I got my gun, and I go dumb, and I run it up like Forrest. I got the plug, I got the drugs, he say he got a whole forest. We making plays, we getting paid, bitch, you should check what the score is.
Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Fucker. Bag on me, don't fucking trip. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip. Don't fucking trip.
Yes, sir. Big family
Hey,
business.
that was
Yes,
bang.
sir. Big family business, man. Appreciate you, man. Big family business in the building. Money Militia Vamp Life. We here.
JC, how did you feel making that video with Jim Jones and I believe your brother, your blood brother? Is that
both those cats in the video is my blood brothers. Same mom, same dad.
So was that a first for you to have that much family in the video?
Oh no. We grew up making music together. We got videos that go all the way back to the, to the early 2000s. You feel me? We've been making music, for quite some time now. It's just been a part of our life, So to work with Jim in New York, that's like a dream come true, real talk. Just because, Jim was one of our favorite artists, he came from one of our favorite groups, Dipset, we grew up listening to Cam. Jim came in the game with Cam, so we grew up listening to Cam and Jim and Jewels and everybody over at Dips, because that's when Rockefeller was real heavy when we were growing up. So to be able to go out there, it's like a dream come true. I got one thing I would say is it's a vision. You know what I mean? It's all in your mindset. If you got a vision and you hold on to your vision and you permanently put it on your mind and you permanently put your heart and your drive towards it, it could come true. I'm gonna say it will come true. You feel me? Because I was watching Jim. I was watching the older homie work with Jim when I was young. You know what I mean? That's my partner Swag from Paper Route, who put me up onto a whole lot of game. You know what I mean? Because I'm from Paper Route too. It runs deep. He from Bird Gang West. He was the president of the Bird Gang West. He the one who gave me a whole lot of game when it comes to just how to maneuver in the music industry and how to maneuver professionally to work with DJs and mixtape scenes and make those connections on a professional level, you know, with maneuvering with celebrities and shit. So it was a vision for me. It was a big dream and a vision that I saw through. You know, I was sitting in a cell and I watched Votto on 106 in Park. They dropped off the video. Votto was with Khaled, or he had a We the Best chain on, and he dropping off the video. It was with Khaled, and he was standing over there on the block, the Big L mural. You know what I mean? And he said, "I'm from the same corners where Cam and Mace hung." You know what I mean? And I'm watching that in the cell, like, man, that's monumental. I gotta get to them blocks out there where hip hop began. You know what I mean? And I'm
Right.
like, I'm trying to get out there to New York. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to work with my favorite artists because I got through a lot of tough times listening to their music. You know what I'm saying? I listened to their music and I leveled up, and I wanted to go out there and honor that. You know, so when the opportunity presented itself for me to go out there, it was like a dream come true. You know what I mean? Like some people, they might not say, you know what I'm saying, Jim is like as big as famous as Britney Spears or Katy Perry or somebody on that level. But where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, he's like a ghetto superstar or like a ghetto superhero. You know what I mean? To give somebody a shot coming from my area, give a nigga like me a shot. You know what I'm saying? They don't give niggas like me a shot, especially out of my area, out of my city, where it's going down right now. You know what I mean? It's like the Walking Dead around there. All the drugs, everybody. It's a drug problem. It's a homelessness problem. You know what I mean? It's a
That's
gang problem.
that's important.
It's violence. Yeah, out there in Portland, Oregon. You know what I mean? So the last people to ever come through there to show love was E40 was sick with it when he came through there and showing love to OG Cool Nuts. You know what I mean? Then you got Mac Dre, rest in peace, who came through there and showed love. But you don't get too many people to ever fucking care about Portland, Oregon, or come through and show us love over there. And there's some real artists out there, some real niggas out there. There's some real people out there making real music. You know what I mean? But it's a dark city. It's a dark city. So for somebody like Jim to give a nigga like me a shot, that's a blessing. You feel me? That's why it's still Big 730, Big Vamp Life. You feel me? So I give big shots out to Capo and everybody over there of Vamp Life 730 for giving a nigga like me a shot. You feel me?
That's a blessing, definitely.
Yeah, because they didn't have to. You feel me?
So
They
philosophy,
didn't have to.
are you on mute, philosophy? You there? I don't know. For some reason, I can't hear him. So what's the relationship now with you and Jim Jones? Is he managing you? Are you part of his label? What is that relationship?
I'm how it's worked out is when I worked on the single with him. You see, because we've been pushing the single for a minute now. You know what I mean? Because I've been in music for a long time, but I was hustling. You feel me? I was getting to some money. You know what I mean? And running it up. My whole team, and we done got bread and big money before rap. You know what I'm saying? Pushed foreigns and all that, and did our own thing. But when we started trying to transition all the way into the music, that's when I started working with Jim, and I started trying to take it serious, and still had trouble. You know what I mean? Trying to shake that old lifestyle. But
Right,
what happened with that is Jim got a distribution deal through Empire, and so Jim has signed 100 artists. He got artists that he worked with out in there in New York, You know what I'm saying? But if you pay attention how he was moving on the Breakfast Club, you'll see that he signed 100 artists because he had a distribution deal through Empire. You know what I'm saying? He's going to give the shot to the artists that he working with in New York to show them what a big bag is. And he also signed 100 artists. And if somebody can generate a buzz out of that 100 artists, out of that pool, he's going to show them what a big bag was too. So I peeped that as somebody that's an independent artist and was, you know what I mean, trying to market myself and look at a way into the game and into the industry. I looked at it and I said, okay, I could be into that 100 artists, but I'm gonna stand out. I'm gonna put the work in, put my best foot forward, run up the numbers on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 15,000, 8,000, 7,000. Just as long as it's some numbers that can be shown and is documented. You know what I'm saying? Run up the numbers on the music video. Push it through the streets, get it to the radio stations, local radio stations, press up merch, press up posters, press up hard copies, do shows, do over 500 shows. You know what I'm saying? And
so you have a team that helps you with all this?
Yeah, I mean, we got it. When it comes to this, as moving as an independent artist, we kind of come from that generation. We come from the MySpace generation. We come from the internet generation. So what we used was our skills from the internet and our people skills as far as being able to maneuver in the community, having the gift of gab. We utilize that and we put that footwork in, put our best foot forward and did it ourselves. And then we started finding other people that were interested in interning or working, or, you know, if there was a graphic designer or if there was a video, we had several camera crews. You know, we had several cameramen. You know, we had several people that was promoters that booked the shows. Or if I was to go to LA, you know, I would tap in with the major DJ in LA, tap in with him, go touch down to do the footwork. You know what I mean? And as I was doing the footwork, building up, I would go to area, I would find artists in the area that were big artists from that area. Whatever artist, like for example, in Portland, you got Cool Nuts. He's the biggest, the most known artist to come out of there for the legendary trailblazer moves that he has pulled off. So I worked with Cool Nuts, and I'm in Portland. So boom, there I generated a fan base and a buzz there. But I also worked with other artists. Then I went down to L.A. I started working with Desi G from the Corner Store. I started working with DJ Ice. He worked on J. Cole's album. I started working with Dungeon Music, Key Night. They done worked with big names like Big Sean and going on tour with Big Sean and things of this nature. And so I worked with them and built that resume in their neighborhood in LA, and then I would maneuver around there and shake hands. And there's a number of more artists that I have not even mentioned. There's so many of them. You know, then you got Spice One.
You're definitely on point from what my knowledge on the office side of the industry.
Working.
You're definitely on point, getting what you need to get the next level, or to get signed, or whatever it is that your ultimate goal is. There's too many artists that are just dropping music and leaving it on their hard drive. They don't care about the back end of it or what it takes to get to where you want to go. You're your own street team. You know, you're bringing back the originality of selling CDs out of the trunk.
Right. And that's exactly what we had to do. We had to be our own street team. We had to go make the relationships with the radio, with relationship with the promoters, relationship with the video teams, even models, you know, even other artists that are up and coming that may want to get on the bill for the show. Or so we had to get down. We had to roll our sleeves up and work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's going to take for independent artists to get to those milestones, to, you know, to work with their favorite artist or accomplish something that they're going to be proud of. They're going to have to roll their sleeves up. You're going to have to tap in with 600 college radio stations or 500 podcasts or 500 schools. You know, this is the things that some DJs and podcast hosts and rappers and promoters, that's what they
utilize it.
Utilize it.
Utilize all that. With that being said, what would you say the major obstacles that you pretty much overcome are going through as an artist?
I would say the biggest obstacles, the biggest obstacle is getting out. If you come from where I come from, getting out of the hood activities and getting out of the hood, or just to survive that. Because most of the people that I know, they dead and gone. Even some of the best artists that ever came out of my city is dead and gone. They rested in peace. You know, they live on through their music, but the hardest thing is getting out of there, you know, and surviving that. Just the elements, you know. Like I lived in LA. I was born in LA. I lived in Compton, went to school there, lived in Oakland in the 90s and all that, and seen how that was. And I seen that same death and destruction of the bad sides of those neighborhoods make it up there to Portland. And I seen it unfolding with my own eyes. I seen a lot of my friends pass away, male and female, from gang violence, from drugs, getting incarcerated, or just, you know, just overall depression or something of that nature. Because up there, like I said, it's a dark cloud over the city. We bringing light to the city with positive vibes, with the music and making these moves and making these connections. But to make it out of that, you know what I'm saying, trapping and making them plays, man, and trying to survive.
That PTSD ain't no joke.
Man, it ain't no joke, man. My family done gone through a lot to it to get to it, you know, going through it to get to it, you know, and the ones of my family that survived, because I got some dead family members too. So my family members that survived, you know, they some strong people. They some strong soldiers. They got it. They trying to have it their way. They trying to start their own businesses. They trying to own car lots. They trying to sell. They trying to do something with the entrepreneurship, even if they was a hustler. That's just how my family rolls. That's how my family moves.
It seems to me I don't know you that well. I haven't known you that long, but in the short time, it seems to me the transition from Oregon to where you're at now is a good transition. It seems like you've got a lot of positive vibes. The email you sent to me, it was amazing. So it gives me an idea of your pen game. I mean, the email was it was dope. Asking for the interview or whatnot. That came from you directly, right?
Yes, that came from me directly. Usually, traditionally in the music industry, you would mostly just try to have your manager or somebody. Because I got a lot of people that just work with the team. I'm gonna get to that in a second here, but yes, I did. It was me. I went against traditional ways of the music industry and like I said, put my best foot forward. It's 2024. I was like, this is Mamba year. I got all this great music. I got all these moves that I made, you know, but I haven't put 100% of my dedication and time into it. So I said, Mamba year, I'm gonna do 100%, not 80. Some years I might have 95 or 75, but this year I said I'm gonna do 100% towards it. And that was me who hit you up. So like I said, like working with Jim and being on the under the Vamp Life umbrella 730 camp, it's been a blessing because it's a network that the world will never see. The world will never know. The world will never know about these blessings. There's some people from 730, they don't rap at all. They don't do nothing that has to do with rap. Only thing they do is push the movement. Only thing they do is find plugs, find connects, and
behind the
work,
scenes.
work. Yeah, behind the scenes, just putting in work. That's all they do. It's like a heavy duty machine that just keeps on going. Even when you sleep, somebody's finna be putting in some work for 730. Period. So the more work mentality is similar to the Mamba mentality. You know, so I salute my partner, man, big homie 730 Pone, for instilling that in me, that more work mentality. You know, there's always some more work that could be put in. You can always keep turning some stones. You can always go back through and follow up. You can always be thinking of some ideas. Oh, you doing this right now? You working here? Oh, you working? Oh, you could be thinking of a clothing line, or you could be thinking of a liquor or a champagne, or you could be thinking of your music videos, or you want to get to that dance rehearsal. No matter what you're doing, there's always more work that could be put in. You know what I'm saying? Más trabajo. That's what they say.
He's always working.
Always working, always working, always grinding, always got something in the works.
Sounds like a well-oiled machine. That's what's happening, Captain.
Yes, sir. Well-oiled machine, man. Big vamp life, man. The vamps come out at night, but we also grinding in the morning too. You feel me? Yes,
Sure,
sir.
no doubt, no doubt. Well, tell us a little bit about your first experience as far as opening up for some a big group
or A-list artists.
I would say the very first group that we ever opened up for, because I'm from a conglomerate or how you would say a well-oiled machine called La Familia. That's a family thing of ours. You know, Money Militia is my label, and La Familia is similar to a label because I'm a founder of it too. But it also just became more of a ecosystem and an entity that the whole family can operate under. That's why how you get the family business. But our first big show that we opened up for, it was me, my brother Swiggle, my more like a god brother, my Haitian brother Anael Janice. We opened up for Dead Prez. You know, we was in high school at that time. You know, this was back in the Northeast Portland days before gentrification. You know, before the neighborhoods changed and everything. And so it was predominant. We were living in a predominantly black and brown neighborhood, you know, and to be able to open up for Dead Prez at a ballroom at that age, it kind of like set the tone for us that we knew that we could continue on if we took it serious, you know, and because there ain't too many chances and shots that was coming out of Portland at that time. Like it didn't always have the big underground rap scene, hip hop scene that it got going on right now. There were some pioneers and trailblazers of my generation, of my era, my age bracket that were putting in that work behind the scenes, whether they was from my group or not. I was trying to make those connections.
So
That's what's up.
And so yeah, that was a blessing working with them and opening for Immortal Technique, opening for D12 in them
That's some
times. You
big
know, we even
moves.
had some we had some we had a lot of record deal looks at that time. A lot of record labels was trying to rock with us at that time. We were so young, we were teenagers, you know, and there wasn't too many elders in the community that could teach us about operating a record label and a business. So we was actually just learning as we went and getting it out the mud, taking notes and trial and error and doing it ourselves. A lot of us ran into trouble with the law, you know. A lot of us had to go and pay that debt to society. So it just took a while to get us all back in one place and get us all back focused on that one common goal, which to break through to the industry, you know. So we had it as a youth doing it too, and throwing our own shows and throwing our own parties and building the hip hop scene up there.
Trials and tribulations.
You living in Southern California, Northern California, Portland, now where you're at, and having that New York vibe, how has all that influenced your music? Do you think your music is different? Do you feel like you bring all those vibes together, or where do you see yourself within the genres?
I would say it comes from my upbringing, because as a youth, I already had lived I was born in LA. After we moved from LA, we moved up to Oregon, and that's when my brothers was born. But we also lived in Montana, and then my pops had went to the military, and he down south. So my mom's was took us cross country on the Greyhound as I was a young kid. I was probably like 4 years old. And so I seen the whole United States from a Greyhound window as a youth. And I said, one day I'm going to come back to all these cities, because I felt the connection to them as I traveled through. And I was like, I'm going to come back to all these cities one day. As we rode to South Carolina, and then we rode back to the West Coast. And then just going to so many different schools growing up, meeting so many different people. I just had so many different backgrounds and people that I had to tell a story for, you know, because my eyes had seen so much. And so I decided that I was never going to box myself into one region, because my pops came from the Philippines. So in all actuality, to my cousins in the Philippines, they look at me like they don't see the States. They only see America. They like those are our cousins from the USA. Those are our cousins from the United States. They don't say California. They don't see New York. They don't see West Coast, East Coast. They say that's America. So I said, all right, I'm gonna be a representative of America. You know what I mean? Be a state to state, because we came from the state to state grind. So I was like, I'm gonna be a state to state type dude. I still represent where I'm from. I'm a West Coast cat. I'm a West Coast dude. You know what I mean? Northwest dude as well. But I never wanted to box myself into just one region or sound. I wanted to be able to be open to whatever type of music somebody wanted to introduce me to, or whatever flavor they were coming with. And that's why I wanted to work with all those artists from all over.
Thinking outside the box. That's what's up. With that being said, could you tell us a little bit about your record label? You own a record label, correct?
Yes, sir. I own Money Militia. Money Militia is a company, record company. I started myself, but I started off with some of my homies. They're always welcome to keep getting it in with the label. But what I wanted to do with the Money Militia is I wanted to make groundbreaking independent moves to set myself up to get a deal to where I could then in turn sign everybody that was from my label, you know what I mean, underneath me, because I always knew that if I put my best foot forward and put my best effort into it, that I could get through the door. I always knew that, even in my younger days when I was, in high school, running around and going to the clubs and partying and popping out, I was still getting good grades. All the homies would be like, that's like, he's getting good grades. Then I graduated. You know what I mean? Then even when I had to go do my pay my debt to society, I graduated college in there. You know what I'm saying? I got an architect degree. I graduated college. So I thought to myself, I said, see, anything I ever really put my and I ain't no glorifying it or anything, but I walked the main line and was running with the wolves. I didn't get ran off into no PCs to sell or none of that. I was on the front line. So I thought to myself, I said, anything I ever wanted to do or put my mind to or become, I did. So I said, I'm going to do that with the label. I'm going to do that with the music, because I put a lot of energy into some negative things. I put a lot of energy into some things that didn't go nowhere. And I said, I thought back to when we was teenagers, opening for Dead Prez and M-Tech and D12 and getting them record looks. And I said, man, that, maybe God will give me a second chance. Maybe God will give me a second time around, you know what I mean, to work with these artists. And we ran it up. We was getting money. But one thing about me is I utilized I always had a job, always had jobs, always had grinds and hustles, but I utilized that money and put it into the label. My brother come to me say, "Oh, I got a line on Rucci from LA out of Inglewood. He blowing up out there. Let's do this. Let's do the song." Like, I'll invest. I'll invest. You know what I'm saying? The homie, my brother and the homie from Detroit, they're like, "Hey, we Keith Murray coming to town. We trying to pull up. We trying to show him a good time and just, build that relationship with him and get the record done." I'm like, "Yup, I'm with it." You know what I'm saying? They like, West Side Boogie. My brother come to me like, "Hey, West Side Boogie out of." I said, "I know where he from. See, I watched the Compton A&E documentary. I had to watch it, bro. I was like, I had to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Where we was coming from, bro. And I seen him already. And when I looked at him, I said, I'm gonna work with that dude. I'm gonna make some music with that dude. I like his style. I like how he getting down." So when my brother came to me, I was like, of course I'm trying to get down. Of course I'm trying to handle the side on the business side of things. So I was like, what I'm gonna do is do everything I ever really wanted to do with this music independently and see where we at. See if we can't get that major deal. See if we can't sit down, and we getting good vibes and we getting good news. You know what I mean? Hey, Big Capo want to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Discuss some further moves. I got good news from the camp recently. You know what I'm saying? I just talked to Fuego Bass today from BSF, from Griselda. You know what I'm saying? Benny the Butcher Camp. Benny the Butcher and them, man, they #1 in the rap game right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, snap.
that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing and a privilege, and I'm honored. You know what I mean? Because I don't get no motherfuckers like me as shots. You feel me? So being able to make those groundbreaking, cutting edge moves and be a monarch from where I'm from to blaze a trail, that was my goal. So now we're gonna see what the level up look like. You know, when we bust these moves and drop these new projects, get these new visuals out,
How
see
is
what the majors talking about.
how is
Yay.
how's the transition for you as far as performances? I'm sure you performed a lot more in Oregon versus where you're at now.
Oh yeah, for sure. As far as the shows over there, because we were throwing them ourselves and going off of uh, personal relationships that you build, that you have to build. It takes 10 years to build
Right,
something like that we built over there, and you know it being able to do like over 500 shows in that region from Seattle to Portland and LA and everywhere in between. It slowing down. It really kind of like exhaling. It's like a fresh breath air. So be able to sit back and look at the chessboard, because they hit me to do shows in LA now. They hit me to do shows in Delaware. They hit me to do shows back home. So I can really look at the chessboard like, okay, we're gonna go to New York. We're gonna go to Boston. We're gonna go to Connecticut. We're gonna go to Delaware. We're gonna go to Atlanta. We getting invites to LA. So you can just look at the board. I'm not in the mix like I was when I was back home. I fell back. You know, I'm programming, so I could actually look at the chessboard to maneuver the pieces strategically instead of everybody going in kamikaze style.
right.
We always
Right,
move.
that's
We
a
always
fact.
move. We always move strategic and organized. But when it was time to go to war, we just like, all right, everybody go in. Let's just try to find as many shows as we can. If they paying, if they not paying, can we get the team drink tickets? Can we get the team food? Can they
Right.
go give a gas card? We were just trying to
Oh,
get the score up.
get in where you
Get
fit
points
in.
on.
Hell yeah.
Try to get in where we fit in, put some points on the board, and now to
For
be able to
sure.
exhale, and kind of breathe and see, okay, let's move at God's speed. Let's move at a pace that we're not rushing. Let's move at a pace where we taking our time to make sure that all the building blocks and everything is put into place. Let's take the time to analyze what's important. Let's take the time to see which moves are more relevant or more valid, and really count all the blessings that are coming in and just knock them out the park.
Right.
So I think making that transition and getting out of there was the best thing for me.
I
Yep.
feel that.
That's what I'm hearing. What
Man.
so let's talk about your upcoming projects, and we're excited because we get to have the exclusive here. But tell us more about this upcoming project you're working on.
I got a big project I'm working on called When the Smoke Clears. I started working on that project with a brother out of Seattle, Washington, going by the name of Showrunner, because when he makes his beats, he's a series type guy, television series type guy, like Breaking Bad type guy, like being BMF type guy. Like he likes to look at the scenes and the music and how it plays and the emotion. So he makes a lot of beats that are cinematic.
Hmm.
And so working with him has been a blessing. We got, like I said, we got the joint Big Dreams with Fuego Bass on there. You feel me? Big BSF, Griselda. That I leaked that to the SoundCloud. If they go look up JC Cordeta on SoundCloud, JASEYCORDETA, I linked the Big Dreams onto the SoundCloud. Like I leaked the light work with Joel Santana. I got a joint with Joel Santana that I leaked to the mixtape scene on SoundCloud. I got 4 of my solo projects and 4 more group projects that's on all platforms. But I decided to come at this one a little different and leak certain joints with celebs to the mixtape scene to generate a buzz, but not put it on all platforms, so they could see that I'm trying to operate in a different manner.
Right.
But when the smoke clears, I wanted to really build up that whole buzz, make the connections, work with wonderful people like you guys, let y'all know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Hit all the radio stations that I'm plugged in, meet a whole bunch of new radio stations, dial in with them so they could know that it's on the way. You know, when the smoke clears, November 14th, 2024, we're going to distribute through Vamp Life Empire. You feel me? So we got Wago Bass from BSF on there. I got my brother Swiggle Mandela on there. All the beats is in-house produced by Showrunner. He done became a lot familiar Money Militia producer. You feel me? Showrunner. He's got his own company, his own label too, because everybody's a boss. There ain't no jealousy, there ain't no animosity, because everybody's a boss. Where I'm from, we try to push that issue. We get on each other's heads. We gonna sharpen each other, cause steel sharpen steel, iron sharpen iron. So we gonna get on each other's heads. You know, if he's slacking in this area, or if I'm slacking in this area, they gonna tell me about it. They gonna be like, man, you gonna have to believe in us like we believe in you. We gonna have real family heartfelt discussions about making these plays, because we really want to win. You know, you could want to win and then just be all about yourself, but it ain't about that.
Right.
Teamwork make the dream work. You know what I mean? So if you really want to win, we're going to have to sit down at the round table and discuss what's going to be the real winning formula. Even if you got to tell me to brush my teeth because my breath stinks. That's what we want.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if you got to tell me, man, speak to my grandma, speak to my mom when you come around here. You know what I mean? Even if you got to do that, because we're trying to bring that real vibe, real love back, that real family vibe back to just the world, just to life in general, and respect, protocol, and etiquette.
That's right. That's right.
That's the business. That's the business, man. That's what's up, man. I like that. I really like that. Is that your name? Is that a government name, or how did you get that name?
Well, I got my name is JC. I have a government name, but it the initials is JC, and my last name Cordeta is our last name. That's my dad's last name. My grandpa from the Philippines last name. Anybody with that last name is related to me. You know, it goes roots all the way back to the Philippines, all the way back to our tribal roots, and yeah, so it to a degree, yeah, it is a government name.
For sure, no
But it's
doubt,
not.
no
But
doubt.
it's not from here. You know, like how they say with the hip hop names, they be like, "Oh, that's my slave name." That's one thing my dad always wanted to embed into us, because even though we do have blood from this country and this continent, and I got ancestors that were slaves, my last name ain't no slave name. My dad always used to tell us that and emphasize, because my grandpa was a dark Filipino. You know, some people would say my dad looks like Tiger Woods. Sometimes my dad looks black. He looked like a brother when he be in the hood in LA and in Portland and everything. They call him brother because he looked like a brother, though he's Filipino. But he was trying to let us know, like, our last name is not a slave name. It's not a slave last name. You got it from me. It comes from out of the country. You know, so that's
Word.
why I said it is kind of a government name, but it ain't in sense of the hip hop, metaphorically speaking, where it come from.
Word. Got you. So you want to go ahead and go into the letter to my brother?
Oh yeah, the letter to my brother, man, is fresh off the press. It's the first platform and radio station podcast entity, you know what I'm saying, that we are blessing to be on. It's the first joint to ever, you guys are the first ones to have it, to leak it. It's featuring my cousin FOE Booters out of Portland, Oregon. He came with me with the record because me and his dad did time together, but his dad is a family member of ours. You know, so he came to me like, my son's doing this music, but I want him to get with the right people in the industry. I want him to work with, I see you working with these major artists. I want my son to be around that. So he came to me with the record. We went and recorded the record that when he come to record the record, he had just got out of the hospital from getting shot 9 times. Like I said, it's a grimy place coming out of Portland. The statistics don't lie. It's grimy, but I wanted to bring him into the music. I wanted him to get on some more positivity. He just got engaged. He just put a ring on his fiance's finger. He's been out of trouble. He's been getting to his bag, getting money, making music. So this is what the song has come from. Letter to my brother. We want to shed that light on the street life and where it ends, where you end up at. You either end up in jail or in that coffin. And ain't nobody finna take care of your kids while you gone like you would have. Either where you go. So letter to my brother, man. That real rap. We bringing that real rap back. Big 730 vibes.
Yeah, yay. Let's go. Let's get into it. Letter to my brother. Let's go.
Stroke going crazy, bro.
You remember them cold nights in that motel? 24/7 flipping work to the fiends. I'm talking hotel. I'm talking them cold nights when we had 40 and sleeping on the floor cause there was no room to sleep. We didn't have enough covers, we had to use sheets. The struggle is really real, it ain't nothing sweet. My life is a horror movie, don't wanna come here. You don't talk about the struggle if you're not from there. Been walking to the store, but I had that gun there. Been walking to your car, but I had that gun there. In the hood, trying to follow and die, would never borrow. I can't show no sorrow in these streets. We made it through the tough nights, cried through the rough nights, and found a way on my feet. Once we own it, ain't no going back, and I'm gonna make sure that we had too many nights to defeat. Now it's time for us to win, over and over again, and I put that on me. And I put that on the team. And I put that on me. The streets can get dangerous, gotta keep playing with us. They ain't showing no love in these streets. We went through hard times, now it's our time. You better not come here if you're not ready, cause the pain in the streets, it'll lay your heart heavy.
Have you ever been through shit in your life? Freddy Krueger versus Jason, ain't got shit on this life. I sit and I write, sick with a risk as brisk as the night. Of the Northeast, New Year's 2009. Fast forward the time, the crime rate is striking through ceilings. The gas price is high, plus they spiking the killings. What about the life of our children? Dear Lord, are they destined for more than drug dealers, pimp niggas, boosters, strippers, and whores? Or dreams of whipping the Porsche, or falling victim to pitfalls? Become a SID number, join the others on big yards. It gets hard. 5 niggas walking with 5 pokes, a long way from sleeping on the floor with 5 pokes. 9 cold, rock hump, boop and slim rule. All brothers I was locked up with, that's there just to name a few. It's crazy food, but I'm blazing through in the name of you. For the sake of truth, been racing coops, changing jewels, and you know I laced the crew. Finals MVP, ballin', would've thought I flipped 7 birdies. La Familia, Money Militia, Vamp Life 730. Dog is cold as the snow round here. Since pups, they carry pumps, trained to go round here.
Streets can get dangerous, gotta keep playing with us. They ain't showing no love in these streets. We went through hard times, now it's our time. You better not come here if you're not ready, cause the pain in the streets, it'll lay your heart heavy. You know the streets dangerous, gotta keep playing with us.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yay.
So
that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm digging the vibe, the beat selection, the whole 9 yards. I'm anticipating for the video, for the visuals.
man, I appreciate it, man. Real talk, man. Big 730 vibes, big Money Militia vibes, man. FOE Booters, JASEY Cordeta, letter to my brother, man. That's a joint straight from the heart. Something that we really want to paint that picture that most hoods across the United States or just across the world can relate to, you know?
Mm-hmm. Dope song, no doubt. Dope record.
Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's off a project that I got going with my relative FOE Booters. Letter to my brother. You know, I got the When the Smoke Clears project with Showrunner, Fuego Bass BSF on that joint. You feel me? I got two mixtape projects that I'm about to push back to the forefront, which is the Dungeon Music Project, working with Key 9 and Mac out of LA. You know what I'm saying? I got Westside Boogie on that joint. And I got Swiggle Mandela, my artist Figure 8 from Detroit, out of that joint on that joint. Speaking of that, I'm on Figure 8's album on all streaming platforms. I'm on the Antelope Fisherman Group album, all streaming platforms. Those are artists that are under the La Familia umbrella. I'm on my brother Swiggle Mandela album. I'm on my brother Timmy Hendrix album on all platforms. Then I got 4 of them on all platforms myself. And I got the Street mixtape Street album, Corner Store Project Revamp, hosted by DJ TKO, official 730 DJ President, Freaky Zeke, salute Freaky Zeke, 730. You know, he named TKO. He named TKO the president of 730 DJs. And I got two fire projects with TKO. Shout out to TKO. He done put a lot of plays together when it come to, you know, putting that shit together with the BSF and Griselda. You know, he know all them cats over there. You know, he gave me a shot. You know, I appreciate him. He out of Boston. You know, so we making connects. I made a connect through him with my homegirl from the Midwest who live out in Atlanta, but she's 730. So it's just been an honor and a blessing, you know, to be able to make these connections and hold it down. And so we got them projects coming out on the way, you know.
Hey,
so gotta stay tuned to this fire, man. It's real big vibes, man.
Big team, yeah, big ring. That's what's happening.
Big team, we going for the big ring, man. And big teams, you feel me?
Already, because for our audience, you know what I'm saying. Or actually, before I ask you this question, I was gonna ask you where our audience can find you at. Before we do that, is there any advice that you could give our young and up and coming artists, entrepreneurs, or anything like that?
I would say, if you got a dream and you got goals and aspirations, hold on to them. Don't let nobody tell you that your time is past. Don't let nobody tell you that dream's too big. Don't let nobody tell you, if you're gonna think at all, think big. Dream big. Go hard. Go for yours. Don't take no for an answer. You know, get into a vibration of the higher being of the creator of God. Find out your purpose. Find out your calling. You know, you're gonna find strength. You're gonna know that sometimes God could say no, or God could say not right now. You might not be ready for what you really want at that time. But as long as you keep the faith, as long as you keep grinding with persistence, you're gonna break that resistance. So don't give up. Grind hard, work hard,
Amen.
play hard, but also find that time for yourself. Find that time to have that real value of what's worth more than money, which is memories. Building those relationships and those connections with those artists, with those promoters, with DJs. If you are artists, the DJs and the hosts of podcasts and shows, they make this shit go round. They make this shit reality. They make this shit real. Beautiful people like y'all that work with artists, that bring them on the platforms. So you might not know who they are right now. You might not know where to go right now. But as long as you have that dream and you hold on to it and you're serious about it and you keep pushing forward and you keep on going at it, laying a brick a day, you're gonna build that Great Wall of China.
That's
You're
right.
gonna build that Pyramid of Giza. You know what I mean? You're gonna build the Mayan pyramids, the Aztecs, man. You're gonna be an architect in this shit. You're gonna control the earth. You feel me? Because it comes from the culture. We come from this. This music is something that's embedded in us. Being able to push culture, being able to set the trend. It's embedded in our culture and our people. So you got a dream, chase that shit. Manifest it.
Right.
Hold it down. It can come true. It will come true.
That's right.
I'm here to tell them it will come true.
Okay, you preach. You preaching.
Man,
you like, man,
real, man.
if you could dream it, you could be it.
For real, whatever a man's mind can conceive, he can achieve. You feel me?
That's what's up.
And it's real. Whatever you think about, you bring about.
Man, that's hot. Man, that's hot.
So we're getting ready to wind down here. Do you have any shout outs? Anybody you want to shout out before we close out?
Besides the people the artists and people that you already shout out.
Right.
Man, I want to give a big shout out to my hometown, man, out of Northeast Portland, man, from the bottom to the top, from the rooter to the tutor, man. Everybody all through there, man. The hustlers, the grinders, the boosters, the strippers, the hoes, the single mothers, everybody that been holding it down. The people that come to the show, man, that be jumping around, that people don't even be remembering, but I remember you. You know what I'm saying? All the people that come in was buying merch. Everybody that hit me up on the internet saying I had it in me, that I was hot, that I had good music, man. I want to give a big shout out to all them all them people, man. All my people, man. From Seattle to Portland to Sac, Oaktown, all through there, down through that I-5, all the way down there through LA, Vegas, and AZ, all through there, man. I want to give a big shout out to the West Coast. Because if it wasn't for the West Coast, I wouldn't be here. If they want to find me, they can find me on Instagram, 730 JC Cordeta. Type in JC Cordeta on YouTube, JASEY CORDETA, family business. I got hot records. I got some new shit coming. And I'm finna set the streets on fire in LA with via DJ Gabe C. Give a big shout out to DJ Gabe C. He believed in me when I came home. He pushed me, pushed my pen. Long nights in the studio. I'm talking about 12-hour sessions sometimes. We'd be 5 days a week, 12-hour sessions, rapping my ass off till my back hurt, till my ankles were sore. I was hungry. I'm like, I need to get some food. He's like, nah, Cuddy, I need to hear that hunger. You know what I'm saying? We ain't getting no food right now. DJ AV, play another beat. Keynight, play another beat. Desi, pull another beat up. We finna get this shit rocking. We finna keep on rapping. So I want to give a shout out to everybody that was riding with me when it came to just building this shit from the ground up, from the bottom to the top. Man. You feel me? It is real.
That is real, man. That for real to very important to have a support system like that for people to push you and be like, yo, man, I know you got a little bit left in you, man. Just keep going, man. You just go that extra mile because there's somebody out there working harder than you, right? So guess what? We ain't gonna even taste that finish line until we go ahead and come up with another bar, another line. What's up? But before we end tonight, man, it was a really good pleasure meeting you and doing this and conducting this interview. But before we go, you want to go ahead and talk a little bit about this record that we're going to close out with. For the people that wasn't able to see it at the beginning, we're going to go ahead and close out with this and go ahead and tell them a little bit about it and go ahead and introduce this record.
Yes, sir. Big 730 dip vibes in the building. Money Militia, Vamp Life. JC Cordeta got the record Family Business featuring Jim Jones, the Capo, Vamp Life CEO, featuring my brothers, Swiggle Mandela, Timmy Hendrix. It's a fire record, man. Got the beat via DJ Gabe C through Nike Boy, the number one. He just won Producer of the Year in New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? One of the Brown homies, man. So it felt good to build this up from the ground up within the family and go out there and rock with a legend. One of my favorite rappers, Jim Jones. You feel me? This the same cat. This the same nigga, man, that gave the game his first look with Certified Gangsters. It's the same cat that Kanye West you know what I'm saying? Kanye West giving props to because he got some of that drip, man. There's that big Vamp Life shit, man. You feel me? Family Business, man. It's heavy. Tap in.
Already.
Appreciate you guys too. Real talk. Bringing me on here.
Likewise, fam. You're going to go a long way. Keep on doing it. I'm going to follow you. I got you blocked on Facebook. So we're going to go ahead and keep you tapped in. Maybe about 4 to 6 months, we'll bring you back on and tell us where you've been at in that period of time. But you have a wonderful good night, my king. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Shout out MJ, man. We've been working real close, man. She's holding it down.
No doubt, no doubt. We're gonna get into this. What was that, Miss Jackson?
I told JC, call me.
Yep. I'll tap in.
All right.
Big shout out to Miss Jackson for sure. Let's go. Family business. Let's go.
Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Facts. Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Facts. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip. It's lit. Up and it's stuck, bitch. She dead. Jump up in this truck, bitch. Hood nigga, and I'm fucking rich. Facts. Jury, I ain't tucking shit. No. Got it on me, don't fucking trip. Loaded. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip. Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Fucker. Bag on me, don't fucking trip.
Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Typhoon with the fucking drip. Ball out, no Celtics jersey. Green to white, that's a double flip. Need a quarantine, I'm dummy sick. Immunity when I run with dips. Black and red like a trailblazer. G's and B's, how we pumping, bitch. Pull a four and I'ma drop the top off. Yeah, move wrong, I'ma knock your block off. Baby girl wanna choose a top dog. Cause I'm an authentic, he a fucking knockoff. True. Ain't from Brooklyn, but I ride with Blicky. Get rich or die trying like I'm 50. Yeah. When crackers hate me, I know it's sick. How I made a movie fresh out of prison. Yeah. What a bitch gon' do ain't been written. So until I die, I'ma keep it pimpin'. It's a cold game. Ice on me on frostbite. Keep a bad bitch like Offset.
Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Facts. Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Facts. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip. It's lit. Up in this stuck, bitch. Bitch, she dead. Jump up in this truck, bitch. Hood nigga, and I'm fucking rich. Facts. Jury, I ain't tucking shit. Got it on me, don't fucking trip. Loaded. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip.
Making money's my middle name. Big chop in that fiddle case. Selling weed on my income tax. Chopper on us like a battle axe. Paper ram plastic, yeah, I got some bags on me on my paper route shit. With that money rag on me. My brother in them sticker bushes with a stick, nigga. Leave a nigga stiffer than a stick figure. Money dance when I'm in NY. Bird gang, the way we stay fly. Stay clean, but I'm from the dirt. Fresh like I'm on the way to church. My money talking say you ain't okay. Don't reach for my fucking J. You a white belt, I'm a sensei. Bitch, I been great. You an ingrate. Take heed when a boss talk. I'm connected to the streets like a crosswalk. Swiftly.
Bitch, I'm on like Jim Jones. Now I'm on a track with Jim Jones. Play with me, you get sent home. Snuck in the club when I burned her. Pussies unheard of. You play with him, this is a murder. Don't care about no fame, I'm with the gang and we throwing our hood up. You should be ashamed for that little chain. You should go ahead and tuck it up. Four of them in the cut. They tweaking if you running up. You say he get changed and he ain't paid, but he don't look like he counting up. I ride in the bench, but go to my grandma used to ride on the 4 bus. You niggas is lame, you ain't got no game. You niggas is up for extortion. Bitch, I'm a hog, I need it all. I'ma take more than my portion. Bitch, I'm a dog and I'm a god. Pull up in bitches in Porsches. I'm in the club, they showing us love, cause we very important. I got my gun. I go dumb and I run it up like Forrest. I got the plug, I got the drugs. He say he got a whole forest. We making plays, we getting paid. Bitch, you should check what the score is.
Hood nigga, I ain't ducking shit. Fucker. Bag on me, don't fucking trip. Got the bag on me, don't fucking trip. Don't fucking trip.